Okay, so today we're going to make a form. So as you can see, I have here a simple form with the name, email address, and contact number. So we will try to connect this into a database and allow the user to save these three information in our MySQL database. So let's proceed. Okay, so the first step is we need to create the database from our hosting company. So we need to log in from the hosting company, then look for MySQL databases here. Okay, then next you have to create the database. After you create the database, then you have to create the user. After you create the user, then you have to add user to database or adding some privileges to the user for us to be able to connect to our database. Okay, so we need to create a form, and for this stage or for this step, we will use Bootstrap Studio. So first, you have to click New Design. So Bootstrap Studio is free, but you can also buy a license, but this license is actually one-time payment only. So let's choose blank, sample, then choose blank, then create. Okay, on your left side, you can actually look for a ready-made form here. So for example, this one, we can drag this one here. So as you can see, there's a ready-made forms here with the email, password, and repeat password. But we would like to collect data or information such as the name, the email, and the contact number. So we need to change the order and these two password here to this email to be in the next form, and this email to be changed as name, and this password repeat as contact number. So first, we have to go to the overview. Okay, then as you can see here, these are the actual form. Okay, so we don't need this agree to the license term, so we can remove this by right click, then delete. Then the email input. Okay, so we need to right click this one and change to text input, then click the form, go to the options, then change it to name. Name here is actually the name of the form. This is what you need for you to save this field to your database. Okay, then go to the password input, change to email input, then change the placeholder to email, then change the name to email. Okay, it is a good practice to have the form name in a small letter. The same thing with our database that later we will create. Okay, then next on this another field, we have to right click and change to number input or text input. So if you would like the user to just input the number, then let's choose the number input. Okay, then contact number, then contact. That's it. We are done with the form. Then now we can export this form to another folder for us to view the backend code, the actual code, the HTML code, and we will add the PHP code for us to save all the information that the user will input on this form going to our database. So now, after we exported our form from Bootstrap Studio, then we need to get an editor, an HTML or code editor. I'm currently using Dreamweaver. So here's the actual code generated or exported from the Bootstrap Studio. So as you can see here, I have the field name, email, and contact. These are the three fields that we have created in our Bootstrap Studio. So for now, we need to create two files. First, we need to create a PHP file for us to connect to our database. Okay, then we will go back here and set this form to another PHP file that will actually save the information from the form here to the database that we created previously. Okay, so for us to create the database connection, so I have here a simple code that you only need to replace this username, password, and the database name. So you have to fill this out with the information that you previously set up from your hosting company. Okay, then after that, you have to move forward to the registration. This is the code that we are going to call for us to save the information that the user will actually enter in our form. So first, I have here the time zone because I am from the Philippines. Then I don't need to report anything on my PHP because this is just simple PHP code. And I'm including the database connection, which is we created previously. Then I will call the connection. Then I will catch the inputs, the email, the name, and the contact. Then after that, I am going to save it to the database. Then I'm going to call index.php or html. Okay, so we need to go back to our index.html. We can actually rename this to PHP. As you can see here, we have a form method post. So we need to give a name, save registration. Okay, then we need to put an action to where or to what file we're going to call after they click sign up or the click button to save the information. So it's reg.php. Okay, again, this is the reg.php that saved the information. This is the database connection that actually connect to the database that we previously created. And then after reg.php save the information, then it will go back to this form again. So that's it. That's how we can create a working form that connects to database using a Bootstrap Studio and editing the code using the Dreamweaver or even Notepad or whatever. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, and please subscribe.